Jermell Charlo is probably the most disrespected boxer puncher, the most disrespected fighter in the sport of boxing. Let's talk about it.
Oh, Dad. Oh, Dad.
Joshua did not want this fight. And he didn't want it for a reason, because Deontay Wilder is the most fiercest puncher in boxing history.
There's something out there waiting for us.
Jermell, Iron Man Charlo.
We're all gonna die. This is where we fight! This is where they die!
Jermell, Iron Man Charlo.
Nelly, y'all know it. Team Charlo. Lines only. All the belts.
So, in a sport where it's a what have you done for me lately, in a sport where it's about either good media or bad media, but talking about you, media about you, in that type of environment, in a sport where it's about supposedly the best fighting the best, in a sport where people use the excuses of they want to see an undisputed champion. In this sport that we love, the sport of boxing, Jermell Charlo is embodying all those things. All of those things. And he is getting disrespected by having no media. And let me correct that. If there is any media, it's negative media, and that's it. There's no good media about Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo is fighting the absolute best in his division at all times. As a matter of fact, he's already fought all of the absolute best in his division. He's already did that. That's an accomplishment that we can wrap up. Now, if we're talking about him being undisputed, he's one fight away from that. The Patrick Teixeira dude is about to fight Brian Castellano. Patrick Teixeira is with Golden Boy. Brian Castellanos with PBC. If Brian Castellano beats Patrick Teixeira and becomes the WBO champion, then that's one fight under the PBC banner for undisputed at 154, and nobody's even talking about it. If Patrick Teixeira beats Brian Castellano, that's still one fight with the money man of the division, which is what Jermell Charlo is. One fight. He is the A side, and it's not even close. It's not even close. He's already beaten all the top dudes. He's already beaten them, and if he didn't beat them himself personally, the fighters that he beat them. Brian Castellano or Patrick Teixeira haven't beaten any of the absolute top guys. None of them. Jermell Charlo has been in the mix one way or another with everybody who is anybody at 154. And he has one loss against Tony Harrison, of which he avenged with a knockout, of which I didn't even think he lost that fight. I thought he won that fight. I scored it live and I thought he won. But he got the L for that one, came right back and stopped this dude. But yet he's getting no recognition. He's not even on most people's pound for pound. You don't see him on the Ring pound for pound. You don't see him on ESPN pound for pound. And let's address something. You have people like Sambo Bradley running around here saying, oh, the PBC doesn't even acknowledge, they don't even acknowledge Terrence Bud Crawford's belt. This is crazy. The PBC doesn't even acknowledge. But ESPN doesn't acknowledge Jermell Charlo as pound for pound at all. At all. Jermell Charlo, a unified champion of 154 who has beaten anybody who is anybody at that division. Beaten anybody who's anybody, and if he didn't, the people he beat did beat them. And he's not even in the ESPN top 10 pound for pound. Not even there. But you have, again, people talking about the pound for pound. Look at ESPN's pound for pound. It's so great and blah, blah, blah. And you have Terrence Crawford saying, you have Sambo Bradley talking about how Terrence Crawford's being disrespected by the PBC. Well, what is ESPN doing? What is your parent organization doing to Jermell Charlo? Like, where is the desire? Where is the desire for all these people who claim that they want to see Undisputed? Where is the desire for Brian Castellano or Patrick Teixeira, winner, to fight Jermell Charlo? Where I don't hear anything about that. Nothing. You don't see anybody running around here to, Brian Castellano or Patrick Teixeira, you need to fight Jermell Charlo. Oh, Jermell Charlo, you need to fight Brian Castellano or Patrick Teixeira, because they already know the outcome of that fight. They know that Jermell Charlo is going to destroy either one of them. They know that. And they don't want to start pushing that now, because then they'll be forced to fight each other, right? And as long as they don't say nothing about it, they can just skate around it. Talk about how they want to see Undisputed, but only mention Bud Crawford and Errol Spence. Talk about they want to see Undisputed, but only mention the heavyweights. But yet you have a man in Jermell Charlo who telling you, he wants all the belts. Showing you he wants all the belts. He's got 3 of them. He's been trying to be undisputed for how long now? How long has he been trying to fight the other champions? How long has he been trying to fight all the top guys? And every time he gets an opportunity, you don't see him saying, oh, I'm not fighting this guy because, this guy's pricing himself out. Oh, I'm not fighting this guy. This guy's asking for too much. Oh, I'm not doing this. This guy's what he wants. Oh, he wants to fight here. You don't see none of that. None of it. None of it. At all. This man is fighting everybody, everywhere. And he's not even getting talked about in a positive way. You rather look at this man for him having his beefs and arguments with his brother. You rather look at this man for having beefs with Adrian Broner and Tank Davis. You rather do that. You disrespect him. Oh, well, the Charlo sisters, all this weird ass shit. But for what? He is a fighter of the apex level. He is a killer. He has given us exactly what we want. All of his fights are exciting. No fight he's been in has been a dud. None. All of them are exciting. He's going for the knockout. He's going to kill you. It's either kill or be killed every time he gets in, and he still gets disrespected. Still, he's not dancing around not getting hit. He's right in the pocket, moving in, throwing looping ass shots, trying to kill him motherfucking. Taking shots. Tony Harrison had his head bouncing back. Motherfucker's head was, he's eating shots. Ran up on Hurd to get that fight. Jarrett Hurd was talking about, oh yeah, well, I want to fight a couple of right-handers first. Like, what? But yet, oh man, Hurd destroys him. He destroys Charlo's sister. He destroys him until he lost. And then when Hurd lost, motherfuckers ain't even talking about him no more. When Hurd lost, there is no conversation about Hurd fighting Charlo. Where'd that go? This was the guy that you said was going to destroy Charlo. But now all of a sudden, y'all even talk about him. Hurd just vanished off of one loss to J-Rock. Who the other Charlo destroyed? One loss to J-Rock. All of a sudden, he's just nothing now. Jarrett Hurd is nothing. And then Jason Rosario destroys J-Rock. And now no conversation for J-Rock. Just go. Like, you guys, y'all are pathetic, bro. Jermell Charlo is my number 3 pound. Number 3? Yeah, my number 3 pound for pound fighter in boxing. Number 3. The disrespect he gets is absolutely fucking pathetic. Okay, let me say this again. He is number 3 pound for pound. Period. BFTB. Shout out to the LDBC. I'm out.